The child welfare system in the eastern service area of Nebraska, that's Sarpy and Douglas counties, went through a power change in the last year. New contractor St. Francis Ministries officially took over in January. Now they're faced with the challenge of helping vulnerable children during a pandemic. Reporter Ruta Olsenaida has more on how they're getting it done.
St. Francis Ministries oversees about 1,600 children in Nebraska's child welfare system. Now, all of those children have had to adjust to the effects of coronavirus.
Dealing with the sensitive topics of child welfare, children are having a really difficult time understanding why they can't actually see their parents.
Visitations are vital for children in the system, and those have been, for the most part, moved to over the phone. However, parents and foster parents lacking the technology are still able to visit face-to-face.
Moving from face-to-face contact to video platforms so that there can remain connection, that they can still see each other and interact. It's just a little bit different.
Staff and caseworkers are still performing their duties, making house visits when needed. They're now using personal protective equipment and using social distancing guidelines.
And that we're trying to stay vigilant and look out for our potential delays in permanency for families because services have been reduced.
Court hearings have also been moved to a virtual setting, but also not without some difficulty.
So what I'm hearing is initially there were some technological glitches where a couple of hearings may have needed to be rescheduled because access just wasn't working. But overall, it's actually going quite smoothly from all the reports I've received.
Now the #1 priority is keeping vulnerable children safe during this pandemic.
What we're seeing is, again, kind of a steady stream of cases, a little bit more intake in those in-home cases where they're not in danger enough to be separated from their family, but certainly some safety monitoring needs to occur.
The worry being that child abuse and neglect cases typically increase in times of emergency or disaster.
We are worried. We're worried that we're going to see not only increases as this goes on, but we're going to see more severe cases because like you probably know, teachers are one of the main reporters for child abuse and neglect, and these kids are not seeing anybody else for the most part.
But the legal system has not gone anywhere, and those who see possible abuse are encouraged to contact law enforcement immediately.
Police still respond, Child Protective Services still gets involved, lawyers are still taking those calls, and judges are still hearing those cases.
Reporting in Omaha, Ruta Olsenaida, 3 News Now.